Fellow TPCians, fellow leaders all over the world, my name is Emmanuel Mtiniswa, a brother from another mother. We are so much happy, so much glad to have this opportunity to come live once again in this global stage of the Billion Coin. Today is the 30th of September 2019, and this is my 389 live broadcast in this community. Allow me to invite you into our admin blog. Let us attend an article that is about the send button meetings. It's a send button meeting article. Remember today, the 30th, we have the send button meeting going on. So we would love everyone all over the world to participate in the send button meetings. Let's attend in numbers because it helps us to understand more about the Billion Code. Now, without waste of time, let me just go here into the screen sharing and go to the article straight away. And we are going to read together. We need to read together because you see, I was going through the article on my own. So let's just go back here so that we can tackle this article together. It's a long read, in fact, but we have to do it in order for us to align ourselves. It is so much important for members to attend the send button meetings on a weekly basis. Let me just do this. Let me go back. Let me just go back. It's a long article. Right. Let me go back. Something wrong with my screen. Right. Let me do this. Right, let's go there. Good. You can see here the September 30th, 2019 send button meeting starts soon. It's a poster article posted by our admin today. It says we will be hosting the send button live broadcast in all languages on Monday, September the 30th, 2019 at 900 a.m. PTT/500 p.m. West African time. If you do not have a send button on, you are not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a send button, do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 8:45 a.m. PTT on Monday, September 30th, inside your Kringley Cashback office. The meeting starts promptly at 9 a.m. PTT. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. Guys, if you are a broadcaster, by watching a send button meeting, you are going to collect 1 million cookies. This is the poster of our wonderful host. These fellows, these leaders are hardworking people in this TPC administrative. They are working hard. They are sharing information to us on a weekly basis. We need to really support them, each one of them. We need to always respect them. They are there for us. If it wasn't for the host, the understanding of TPC wouldn't be fully complemented. So I want to salute all the hosts and pay homage to them wherever they are, even though I cannot go and mention their names, but for the fact that they have been there for us, particularly this year, 2019, they have been there, and we really have to recognize their efforts. Now let's go ahead. It says, if you have ever wondered why we call these send button meetings, it's because admin will turn off the send buttons of both the buyer and seller of any transactions if TPC is discounted. I would like to bring some clarity to why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer is security is very expensive. TPC is rolling out and not fully developed at this time, yet is highly functional today. The admin fee is ridiculously low to keep the barrier to entry into the TPC community very low. We are on a mission to help the poor rise out of poverty. So we have kept the cost down as much as possible to run a sustainable operation. Remaining unknown reduces the chances of attacks so that we can continue to grow organically. As funds grow, so will our tech and admin structure. And with enough funds, high levels of security can be put into place. We are self-funded operation on the admin fee. We are debt-free, we are self-regulated, and we are private. Now, let's go to transactions. Transactions over 400 grains will result in the TPC commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transaction to make sure equal value was exchanged to prevent discounting of our coins. Total transactions done within a 24-hour period over 2,000 grains will result in the TPC commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transactions to make sure equal value was exchanged, right? To prevent discounting of our coins. Contact the TPC commissioner in advance of completing a 40,000 grains of or greater transaction to show proof ahead of time that a transaction of that size is being done for something of equal value to prevent the massive discounting of our coins. TPC admin pays the salary of TPC commissioner, who protects all of us from those that would discount our coins from their lawful value. And we all should be thankful that the value of our coins are protected. It takes a great deal of admin fees to pay the annual salary of our TPC commissioner. And this is just one way admin supports the TPC community with the admin fees collected ongoing. So it is so much important for us to pay the admin fee monthly, members. Here we have a wonderful poster of Mr. Fletcher being the heavy hitter once again. Congratulations, S. Fletcher, the first heavy hitter in TPC with over 1,000 paid sign-ups within a calendar month. We have to clap to Mr. S. Fletcher. He's our #1 heavy hitter. Following him is our brother Nbay. Nbay, congratulations for being the second heavy hitter in TPC with over 1,000 paid sign-ups within a calendar month. Beef up for Mr. Nbay. This is great. These two leaders are really wonderful people, wonderful individuals. Look at their graphics. Look at Mr. X Fletcher. He seems to be getting younger and younger because of what? Of money. Money makes you smell fresh. Look at Mr. Nbay. Now, heavy hitter bonuses will be paid out next week during the English St. Pattern meeting. English Bitcoin contest. First place, Williams Atepowale. Second place, Abdul Sata. Third place, Sikokem, I think so. These are the wonderful graphics of these wonderful individuals who are adding value into TPC. Now it says French Bitcoin contest, first place Nbay Derek, second place Kasimu Latif, third place Etendale Bauma Samuel, my brother, who is a host of the French St. Pattern. Here are their wonderful graphics. Take a look, Bitcoin contest, first place S. Fletcher, second place Marilio Brau, third place Abimbola Ogan Powell. These are their wonderful faces in graphic forms. Then first place, we know it pays 200 grains, which is equal to $619.25, which is equal to 0.07717 BTC. And second place is 100 grains, which is equal to $309.63, which is equal to 0.03859 BTC. Then third place is 50 grains, of gold of Kringles equal to $154.81, which is an equivalence of 0.01929 BTC. This is the proof, guys, that admin is paying these contestants. This is the proof for the English Bitcoin contest. This one is the French Bitcoin contest. This one is the Tagalog. Remember, admin is paying 3 in each contest. It says compare this week with last 90 days. Here is the link here. You can go through this link if you have time. Then this one, this poster here, guys, shows us 4,387 signed up people for this week. Remember, Bitcoin contest runs on a weekly basis. It goes on to say, we have analyzed the results of this Bitcoin contest and have found that the TPC members in Cameroon led the whole TPC community in growth with a 99 contestants and 1,320 paid sign-ups last week. Just imagine, 37 countries had 678 contestants last week out of the full-timer database, which has 5,762 members in it. Nigeria, Ghana, Philippines, Ivory Coast, Uganda, India, Benin, Belgium, South Africa, Togo, Papua New Guinea, Burundi, United States, New Zealand, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, Bangladesh, and Zaire were all strong contenders last week with double digits and triple digit numbers. We want to thank all of those that made an effort to recruit paid sign-ups last week. This is a brand new week, and you have another chance to win a week from now. We also have 1,161 merchants now, of which 154 are admin reviewed. This is good, and they have qualified for the merchant promo. And as that number grows, it will be easier to share TPC with others. We also are looking for more send button hosts to cover the other languages, such as Russian, Greek, Japanese, Spanish, German, and Italian, since we are seeing good growth there. Guys, this is the full-timer option. Remember, if you want to participate in the Bitcoin contest, please become a what? A full-timer. Right, let's go here. It says, if you have not updated your KCPO profile to be listed in the full-timer database, you should do that now so that we can recognize your recruiting efforts for you and your country. You need to update your profile to full-timer to collect Bitcoin bounties. So yes, new members need to get 2 paid sign-ups before they can see the Bitcoin bounty menu under the account area of KCPO. They can collect the Bitcoin bounty even on their first 2 paid sign-ups that they needed to qualify as a full-timer. We have 3 Bitcoin contests happening right now: English, Tagalog, and French. If you didn't follow the instructions last week to change your language by placing the correct keyword into the send button meeting of the language you want to switch to, then you will be in the default language English this week. In order to switch to a different language for next week, you have to go into the bottom of the profile page of KCPO and make that change this week. Guys, it goes on to show us the 2019 promotion where you get to do a transaction through your sponsor from as little or from as minimum as 4 grains up to 40 grains. You can go for 4 grains, 8 grains, 12 grains, 16 grains, 20 grains, 24 grains, 28, 32, 36, and 40, depending on your affordability. Make use of the 2019 promotion. Meanwhile, time allows you, because time is coming where you will never have this promotion again. Once we accumulate 1,111,111 new billionaires, the promotion will go. So don't miss out on this. It says a purchase of 40 grains of Kringles will entitle you to at least get a whole TPC coin and maximizes your cookie reward for recruiting new members into TPC. One TPC coin today is worth 10,200,000 and 182 and 13 cents US dollars. And $10 million is a massive amount of money. Even a transaction as small as 4 grain is rewarded too. See the chart above. If you have not completed the transaction yet, now is the time to get that done so you can collect the rewards. Contact your sponsor or a TPC leader to complete your transaction today. Broadcasters get the maximum cookie rewards available. So become a TPC broadcaster today. Remember the brick and cement issue, the brick wall. A strong wall has to have white cement, right? Remember this article, the Catch Center article, where sellers and buyers are being helped by the Catch Center. The Catch Center is someone who is an intermediator, who is working day and night to help meet prospects coming from both the seller and the buyer. And he's being compensated something like 20%. You must become a Catch Center too in your own area, wherever you stay. Let's read here. Oktoberfest is only about 12 hours away. We have a target of 50,000 members paying the admin fee on Oktoberfest. Do you hear this? We have a target of 50,000 members paying the admin fee on Oktoberfest so that we can raise the needed funds to raise TPC into the top tier level of the competition among coins seeking mass adoption. Remember, as TPC, we are not the only coin in the coin market. So we have competitors, guys. For us to qualify TPC, the only medication remedy is to pay the admin fee as much as we can, as many as we are. Admin credits have brought in over 100,000 new members within the last 2 months. Have we? It says admin credits have brought in over 100,000 new members. This is good, within the last 2 months. Have we been cementing in that growth? Do these newest members know how to pay the admin fee? In other words, have we been keeping our cement weight while we are building? Nowadays, we talk the language of cement, the wet cement and the dry cement. Oktoberfest, the day we will cement all September's growth, is only hours away. But is your cement wet or dry? Perhaps you have succeeded in collecting a commitment from each of your personal referrals to make their payments of the admin fee on Oktoberfest, and even with the teams below them all. But how are they going to be able to make those payments? The answer to how will determine if your cement is wet or dry. It says here, the answer to how will determine if your cement is wet or dry. If they don't know how, then your cement is dry, like powder and useless. So make sure to keep your cement wet by helping them all know how they will be making that admin fee payment on Oktoberfest. Do they already have Bitcoin or one of the other coins admin accepts? Remember, admin accepts Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. These are the 3 coins that are allowed here. Most of our newest members never even heard of Bitcoin. So don't assume that they will have Bitcoin ready. That is why the use of cash centers come into now to bridge the gap. You understand? If you are a cash center, you come for people who doesn't have any idea of what a Bitcoin is or what cryptocurrency is. Then you help them to get their accounts paid or to do their transactions on a charge of only 20%. Most only have cash fiat paper money. Are you starting to see how important this specific preparation is now? Right now, you should be connecting your referrals to TPC leaders locally to them. These referrals that have the ability to convert cash into bulk credits or Bitcoin. Then an upfront plan should be put in place so that your referrals know exactly how they are going to complete all of the steps needed to make that admin fee payment on October 1st. Who will they meet with to hand over the cash? That will help them get the needed bulk credit or Bitcoin so that they can make the payment on time. Plus, you need to prepare your referrals to pay an additional 20% to these local leaders for their services as a cash center. Here is another chart here that shows the movement of Bitcoins. It says if you had purchased $25 of Bitcoin on Monday, it would have only been worth $20 on Tuesday. That is the main problem of holding onto Bitcoin. You could lose a lot of value even in just one day. That was a 20% drop in just one day. So you need to understand that the cash center's fee of 20% is very reasonable considering the volatility of market-based coins such as Bitcoin. A 20% is about $5 to $6. So prepare your referrals to have enough to cover that cost on top of the admin fee. That is all part of how, in order to keep your cement weight. Keep everything in perspective. The pathway out of poverty is not free. Even if admin credits allow them to get started for free, do your referrals have an alternative to become a millionaire so fast that is less expensive? If anyone can answer that question with a yes, I would like to know about it as soon as possible, because as far as I know, TPC is the least expensive path to become a millionaire in the world. Bitcoin bounties have the power to lift a poor person out of poverty super fast. The end of the TPC distribution phase is coming much sooner than most of you realize. Woo! Right. TPC merchants are pouring in very fast now because of the merchant promo. So if anyone balks at the cost of doing TPC this way, then you should ask that person, what is the cost of not doing TPC? Woo! Members, ladies and gentlemen, dear TPCians, this article, this is the Send Button article I was sharing with you. We are going to be attending the live Send Button meetings to see things on our own, to hear from Mr. Nbay. He is the host of the English Send Button meetings. If you like, you can attend the French one. Mr. Samuel Etendel is there. If you like, you can attend the Hindi. Sarah Tama is there. If you want, you can attend the Cambodia. Bitcoin Scott is there. If you want, you can attend Bangla. Mizanuma Ranman is there. If you want, you can attend. There are so many hosts. I almost know them by heart. Let us attend to those Send Button meetings today in your own preferred language and get marinated. And secondly, all of us as leaders, we need to play a very important role from tomorrow, the 1st of October, to get our prospects who have signed in using admin credits for them to be able to pay. If you're a leader, you must be in a position of either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin as the cryptocurrencies that are used to make payment in TPC. You are also going to help those who doesn't even have any idea of what a cryptocurrency is or what Bitcoin is. And when you do that, you are only allowed to ask for a 20% commission. You have to add 20% as a commission for aiding, for helping them. Some of them would be wishing to buy some coins, crinkles. Remember the 2019 promotion where our members are supposed to be buying from as little as 4 grains, 8 grains, 12 grains, 16 grains, 20 grains, up to 40 grains. So you should play that role as a facilitator in order that all those people who joined TPC through admin credits, if all of them can be paying from tomorrow, that is what we call wet cement. You are going to be getting 4 grains back, which is about $12, 12 US dollars, as your Bitcoin bounties. Let us just facilitate, let's just come in there and facilitate that process of getting our prospects paying their admin. If you can make almost over 50,000 prospects paying on the 1st of October, we would have actually had it as a wet cement. But if you fail to reach that number, it will prove that we have what is called the dry cement. Remember the brick wall and the dry and the wet cement subject matter that we talk about. Let us make follow-ups on our referrals by means of calling them, by means of sending WhatsApp messages, by means of sending them emails, so that we actually remind them the importance of paying admin fees on monthly. Remember, TPC is not the only coin in the coin market. We have other coins who are also have a strategy of marching towards being, towards the mass growth adoption. We are not yet in there, but we have to work towards reaching the mass adoption phase. My brothers all over the world, brothers and sisters all over the world, having said that, I don't want to spoil it again. Let me thank you for attending to my live broadcast. I promise you, I will always come and share certain articles with you when time allows. May God keep us together ever. Let us attend St. Button meetings and let us enjoy our monies that we get through the Bitcoin contest and the Bitcoin bounties. May God help us become winners, and may God help us march towards the economic stage of the billion coin. I love you till I meet you again. Bye for now.